Hello again, mountain bikers everywhere, and welcome to another show of Old Man in Lycra, the show that's packed full of useful information from experts for the mature rider. That's right, people like you and me. In this show, you're not going to see any of this, or this, and none of this. But this week we spent time with Pyga Mountain Bikes, a South African mountain bike brand known the world over for producing awesome bikes that bring a smile to your dial. Check it out. We're at Mackenzie Club, which is the end of day 7 of this year's Joburg to See, and it's not every day that you get the opportunity to see not only the top bikes, but the top team and the top riders. And I'm here with everyone to do with Pyga Mountain Bikes and their pro team, Pyga Eurosteel. Ollie Burnett's going to introduce everyone. So Ollie, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, Doug. It's good to see you, and it's really good to be here day 7 at Mackenzie Club. Joburg to See is always a fantastic event for us where we can interact with riders and test our products, you know, in this really long, harsh environment. And yeah, let me take you through the team quickly. This is our team caravan. This is Ruan, who's the team manager of our pro team. Patrick is the brains and the founder of the business. He's the boss. Richard, who's recently come on board as a partner. There's Matthys, who's currently winning the race and one of our team riders. Hilton, who makes everything happen. He's kind of our chief ops guy. And Barry, who's just come on board as our sales guy. Yeah, we spend our afternoons here chatting to people and talking to each other about bikes.
Next to me now is the man himself, Pat Morewood, who's been designing bikes, just told me, for around 20 years. Pat, I'd just really like you to elaborate a little bit more on your philosophy around designing bikes.
My philosophy's always been make a bike that I want to ride. That's where it started. So I started with downhill racing, so I made a downhill bike. After 12 years odd with Morewood bikes, when I left that, I started again with Pyga, and things had changed. I was older, I had 2 kids, so I wanted a bike I could get out and go for a quick blast, have some fun. Downhill type trails, and that was when trail riding had just started. I wanted a bike also that was really versatile, so one frame that was able to cater for 2 or 3 different kinds of riders, or a rider that changes. Not all riders stay with racing. Some go from racing to trail riding and having more fun. And to do that, you have to make some certain amount of adjustment on the bike and design it around that. And that's where the Stage and the Stage Max came about, where it's the same frame with a different rear shock to increase the travel and a longer front fork, a little flip adjustment to tweak that geometry slightly. So I could take this exact bike and change it up, and I can have the same bike as them with a few component changes without having to go out and fork out more money to buy another bike.
I'm here now with Rowan Lochner, who's the team manager for Team Pyga Eurosteel. Rowan, thanks for joining me. I know it's very busy around the bike stand at the moment. Tell me a little bit about the relationship between the team, yourself, and actual Pyga mountain bikes.
Basically, I manage the team, like you said, and do all the logistics and relay the messages between the team, the athletes, and obviously the sponsors. Yeah, having the backing of a brand like Pyga that's local, Eurosteel, that's a local company as well. You know, it's for South Africans. It's a truly proudly South African setup. So it's important for us to relay the right messages, you know, from the athletes to Pyga, especially when it comes to the development of the bike. Yeah, I think our guys put the bikes through quite a lot. Something like a chain guide that they made custom for the team. It's small and special stuff like that we can give proper feedback to them.
I'm here with Matisse Burkas, who's half of the Pyga Eurosteel professional team. And we're just going to look a little bit at his bike and how it relates to a pro, and maybe the differences that Pyga have done on their bikes to make bikes much more rideable for maybe people like myself. Matthys, tell me a little bit about your bike here.
Yeah, this is the Stage, 100mm travel up front and 110 on the back. Yeah, it's a really racy bike. Obviously super light, super fast. It's definitely, setup-wise, it's for us professionals. It's sitting in a position you can get the most power out, but also to be able to do that, you need to be really flexible and I wouldn't put the average weekend warrior on the setup. It's just going to cause a lot of back trouble, and yeah, it's just not going to be an enjoyable ride. But for us, this is definitely, this is a racing machine, and I love this bike. I think it's been proven over the last few years that it's a fast bike, climbs super well, and obviously on the descents, with Patrick coming from a downhill background, this bike's going to be, just amazing. So we're really lucky to be able to ride on them.
With the same frame from Pyga, what have you guys done to make it more rideable, say for the weekend warrior? And it looks like someone just wheeled in. This is the Stage Max, is that right?
Yeah. It's also a Stage. It's actually identical frame to the one I'm riding. It's got the Stage Max setup, but Stage and Stage Max frames are identical. So yeah, this is Patrick's bike. This is a really fun bike. 140mm travel up front, where I've only got 100. So his is bigger than mine, and this is 130 on the back. So this bike I would definitely recommend to the weekend warrior, someone who loves bombing down the descents, but also you're not going to be struggling to get to the top of the climb. I mean, I've been saying it for the last 3 years, 80% of the people riding or racing in South Africa should be riding this type of setup. I'm sure they will actually be quicker. They're just going to be a lot more comfortable, a lot more safer, and I think the enjoyment factor is just going to skyrocket, and it'll definitely show in their results.
Pyga Mountain Bikes, a great bike and a great team of passionate people. If you want more information about Pyga bikes, then you can go to their website. You can even spec and buy a bike online, which they'll ship to your local bike shop for them to assemble for you. Next week, we're setting up suspension with the Andrews. Don't miss that. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And this Old Man in Lycra will see you next time.